Vet Veterinarian Practice is located in Newburgh. It's near the Walmart. Dr. Jimmy Yu is the vet your pets love, and I know because I've seen him work with the pets. Good morning, Dr. Yu.
Good morning, Angie. Thank you.
It's good to see you as always, and I'm so fascinated by this topic when I got your information. So we're talking about our pets and sneezing.
Yeah, it's a common known. Now is the season for that.
Well, and so are they sneezing because of allergies like people?
It could. It's part of the reason. But usually sneezing is irritation of nasal cavity, and there are normal protective reflexes because, you know, if there's any irritation of the respiratory mucosa surface, they will sneeze.
Well, what if they are having continuous fits of sneezing? What does that indicate, and what in the world do you do about it?
Well, if you observe signs like that, they just continue to do that and, you know, won't stop, then we may have some issues here. So, you know, if that's the case, we may, you know, need to thinking, do we need to call our vet office, you know, call us and let us know, or, you know, anything like that.
Is it an indication of a more serious issue rather than an infection or an allergy?
It could be, yeah. A lot of, if, you know, it's really non-stop, continuous one, sometimes it could be like a mechanical inflammation or infections, you know, like viral bacteria or fungal or allergic reaction or parasite. Sometimes it could be just a secretion accumulation that could cause that. But there's some rare causes too. It could be a tumor, foreign body, or sometimes related to underlying causes like a heart or lungs, or could be kidney disorder too.
Well, so it indicates lots of different things. So that's why they come to see you, to see what the treatment is. And so how do you treat sneezing fits in our pets if it is indeed a virus or an infection?
Well, it depends. Usually depends on the symptom, and after the thorough examination, you know, we may run tests if it's needed, of course with client permission, and to find out. And some, you know, if it's a virus, some we do have medicine, some we don't. But if it's a bacteria, we do have medicine for that. It really depends on the test result. But if you notice, you know, your pet keep on sneezing, you know, take a good video of sneezing symptoms. It's, you know, on your cell phone before appointment. It's going to help out the process, and then contact your veterinarian office to set up a physical examination, and then kind of describe during the exam, and we will kind of help you out through there.
Well, I'm going to shift gears here just a minute. We have about a minute left. Talk to us about COVID cases and pets.
Oh, yes, yeah. Sometimes sneezing, you know, since, you know, it's COVID in state Indiana, it's such a high instance now, so sometimes you need to consider that. So this is updated information about COVID-19 I have now. Until the November 27th, there are about 1,842 animals have been reported testing on COVID, 2 included from my clinic to USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture. There are 31 dogs, 51 cats. They are testing positive, and there are 29 from other species like lions, tigers, snow leopards, and minks from the Roo, or, you know, things like that. But because of, you know, look at the human number, positive number, you know, in the state compared to these numbers nationwide on pets. So basically, you know, the risk for pets spreading it to people is very, very low according to the CDC. And so treat pets as you would like other human family members. Do not let pets interact with people outside the household. Social distance from other people is important too. If a person inside the household becomes sick, isolate that person from everyone else, including pets too. And right now in the state of New York, they just approved a trial for COVID-19 vaccination for cats. So we'll see what's going on. But, you know, this is such a rapid involving situation, so we'll keep everyone updated as more information becomes available. But please contact your veterinarian if you have specific questions for your pets.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yu. Always an education. Happy holidays to you.
Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. We'll be back with more lifestyles after this. Stay with us.